Hey, what's up guys, it's Yeti here. Today we'll be talking about the 3 best in slot damage dealing items that I think most people should either add or implement into their build and then later modify it so they actually work properly with these items. The thing about these items is they will make your damage go from mediocre to through the roof because they add such high percentage increase onto your DPS overall. Alright, so the first item we'll be talking about today is Overlords Fox's Prayer knee pads. This is a named item. It's named knee pads that come with a slot or an attribute that is usually never there on knee pads, and it's called damage to the target out of cover, which basically means you're doing more DPS to people that are not sitting in cover. And this is very useful because you're often fighting those big guys that never go into cover, or people just running at you, or people are swapping cover, and that's when you're doing a lot of damage to them. This damage to target out of cover attribute is unique to Fox's Prayer, and you cannot get this stat on any other knee pad. So basically, these are very good right now. I think that they should be implemented in most builds because the damage to target out of cover is multiplicative, which means that it just gets multiplied on top of your current existing damage, and that's a massive DPS increase. I think the main reason is the fact that, yeah, the attribute is unique, but also the way that this damage gets added on top of your raw damage is also very, very beneficial, and you don't find this stat on many pieces anymore, so it's very useful, and I'm glad that this item exists. How to farm this? It's either Overlord target loot, or knee pad target loot, or also clan vendor. Keep in mind, this is only going to be dropped in light zone, so that's basically anything but the 3 dark zones. So yeah, if you want to farm this, I do recommend to go for either knee pad or overlords, and I think you should be doing missions, not open world, because right now, missions do tend to drop a little bit better gear, even though I do believe there was a little fix coming out today on March 25th of 2020, where they do actually buff open world drops to match the quality of mission drops. Alright, so the second item we will be talking about today is Contractors Gloves. These are Petrov gloves, and they have damage to armor attribute on them. Again, this is unique to this specific item, the named item. Again, this is also multiplicative, which means it gets added on top of your current existing damage. It gets multiplied. Again, a massive DPS increase. These will help you kill most people because I think majority of mobs that are hard to kill, that are not, getting one shot, do have massive shields on them, especially if you're doing, solo farming, if you're farming missions. These, once again, drop only in night zone, so don't farm dark zone, don't go into those PvP areas, and you will get them from either targeted loot and clan vendor. Both of the last 2 mentioned items were in clan vendors before, and if you do visit those often and buy most of the items, you should have them in your bank somewhere. But if you're the kind of guy like me who trashes gear that's not using, then you might have to go refarm them. Again, these are very, very useful and they will help you out. Alright, so something you also have to keep in mind when running these 2 items, that both Fox's Prayer and Contractor Gloves are Petrov and Overlords, and that means they give you 10% increase in rifles and LMG damage because of their specific brand sets. So yeah, that's also one of the reasons why I'm running LMGs and rifles pretty much 99% of the time right now, is because of these items are a must-have on most DPS builds, but they even multiply the damage on the current existing OP rifle builds, right? And LMG builds. So yeah, if you want to run these items, you might have to pick up the M1A or Bullet King. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so the last item we'll be talking about today is the Coyote mask. This is an exotic helmet, and this is an item that actually dropped previously from the Season Pass. It still does. It's a guaranteed drop from the Season Pass. But some of us might gotten really, really bad rolls on it. And because it's an exotic, you can't actually recalibrate any of the stats on it. So it comes with weapon damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and then a red mod slot. The main reason this item was not that good is because exotics don't come with god roll stats on them with attributes, but now it finally became farmable. You can actually get it from Coyote. This just happened, I believe, today, and Coyote is a boss in Jefferson Trade Center. She is a hyena mob, and she does drop the Coyote mask now finally. So even if you had some sort of bug and you didn't receive it from your season pass, or maybe your season pass gave you a really, really shitty one, you can actually refarm this piece, this item. The talent on it is called Pack Instincts. It gives you 25 crit hit damage when you're close to the target. When you're on mid-range, you get 10 damage, 10 chance. And when you're far away, I believe it's 25% crit hit chance. So this is, again, an all-arounder. I would recommend this to go on many builds. I can see in future all of these 3 items being added into a build and then running 3 utility pieces, because something that you guys might have noticed is how the best in slot items are gloves, knee pads, and a helmet, and none of those actually come with talents, right? So you have a backpack slot and a chest slot, and on those pieces you could basically run something that helps you build shields for your team, or something that heals you, just all around utility, maybe some sort of CC talent. I'm not sure, it's up to you guys, but I really hope that in the future, after they adjust the NPC health and damage, that we can actually start seeing some utility builds, some supportive builds that actually benefit the team. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, press that like button. And if you want to see more Division content, make sure to sub to my YouTube channel. Also, I'm live pretty much every day on twitch.tv/Yeti, streaming it from 3 p.m. usually to around 8 p.m. Central European time. I'm usually playing Division there, so if you want to play with me or ask me some questions, drop by there. I've already had some people come from YouTube, and it's honestly like the best feeling ever, so thank you so much if you guys already did that. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much, and have a great day.